過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leo Mookie here, and I'm back with another new chapter of The Nightly Prince of Kuoh. This is chapter 4, and I know it's been a while since I've, released a new chapter and put you guys on one hell of a cliffhanger. To be honest, I am really sorry about that, guys, but there were other, fanfics I wanted to work on, and I also had to do scripts for my main channel as well. So there's that too. Also, I've decided something else. I want to add another person to, Noctis' harem after all, and I was surprised that I didn't decide to put her in the harem, and that makes me a fucking idiot. And that person will be Zenobia, actually. I mean, it only makes sense. The girl has a strong devotion. Originally, it was to God, but finding out that God is dead, she moves on to becoming a devil, finding a new purpose in life, and soon falls in love with Issei, and wants to have his babies, so she can give birth to strong children. So instead, I'm giving her to Noct instead, which makes a lot more sense, to be fair, given that, again, he is a king, he is strong, and he is still 100% human. A transcended human, but still human. Not only that, a couple weeks ago, I asked you guys, should I give Noctis a sacred gear? And you guys said yes. And I've decided that Noctis' sacred gear is going to be an artificial sacred gear created by Azazel. Mostly because all the favors he did for Bahamut were for pieces from that of Eos to make a powerful, otherworldly sacred gear. Even though it's an artificial one, it's on the same level of an original one created by God. And you guys are going to see why. Also, small recap. Noctis defeated Mid-Elf as she attempted to try to kill him because she was ordered to by Raynor. Now finding out the truth about why the fallen angels have come to that of Kuoh to kill Issei, Noctis wants to prevent his senpai from dying by basically sneaking around and keeping an eye on them on their date, with soon preventing the point on where Raynor planned on stabbing Issei in the gut and leaving him for dead, with soon defeating Raynor, taking her back to his place, and then contacting Azazel, where he lectured her. But soon, Azazel begins on taking care of all of the other fallen angels alongside the stray exorcist at the church. However, Noctis is not out of the water yet because he soon jumped straight into the fire when Rias and Sona came up to him and they wanted to talk. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? And sorry for the long recap and intro. So yeah, Chapter 4, Agreements. Noctis is now in the Occult Research Club room as classes have now ended, and sitting right beside him as being his friend and senpai, Issei Hayato. But not just those two, as members of the Student Council and the Occult Research Club are also here as well, many of them standing up and some actually sitting down, with soon a shower continues running in the back, while a few people began looking at Noctis with that of curiosity, some in fear, and some with that of anger. With soon, Noctis begins thinking to himself, how the hell did I get myself into this again? Flashback a couple hours ago, as Noctis arrives back at, Kuoh, with soon Sona and Rias alongside their two queens, Tsubaki and Akano, standing by their sides, with soon Noctis couldn't help but say, can I ask why? With trying to play it off and just wanting to get to class and get everything over with. With soon Sona saying, please, it's really important, especially after all dealing with the fallen angel. I'm surprised a human was able to do that. With soon Noctis saying, are you serious? You really think a human couldn't be able to kill a weak fallen angel like her? I mean, come on. It's like you guys are really basically underestimating humans a lot. With then soon Tsubaki saying, so you can take care of a fallen angel and you are aware of them too. With soon Noctis saying, crap, wasn't meant to say that. With soon saying, I am aware, yes, and I am also aware that you all are devils too, but I have no ill will intent. As you can see, I've been going here for school for almost the entire week, and I've done nothing wrong. Well, except basically beat up two of the perverted trio, but other than that, nothing else wrong. And I'm pretty sure I see that as basically that of a good deed of the day. With soon, Sona couldn't help but actually smirk for a split second before changing back to her serious look, as she is somewhat thankful for Noctis doing that, even though she is the student council president. But then Akina saying, oh my, you seem quite, well, chatty. If you still in a talking move, we can all go to, with soon Noctis cutting Akino off saying, I'm gonna stop you right there. You may be smiling, but that smile is fake as hell, and I've seen my fair share of fake ass smiles. And honestly, that one has to be the fakest I've ever seen. So instead of you basically talking down to me with that smile, at least try and talk to me honestly, for crying out loud. With soon, everybody was really caught off guard. Even a few people who were still coming into the school, hearing Noctis say this to Akuno, one of the great One-samas of Kuoh Academy. Let's just say it really draws a lot of attention to you. With soon Akuno hearing this, and part of that smile of hers begins to falter for a bit, saying, I don't know what you say, Noctis-kun. Don't you think that's a little bit mean? What makes you think that my smile isn't fake? With soon Noctis saying, I've been my fair share of people who've done nothing but give me fake and that of lying smiles my entire life. So to be honest, I know when a person is basically faking a smile in front of me. So either you stop the smile or don't say a damn thing to me at all. That's all I'm gonna say. With soon Ria's getting pissed at Noctis talking to Akino like this, saying, Noctis-kun, I would ask you to stop treating Akino like. But soon Ria saying, and I'm going to tell you guys this. If you want to talk to me, wait until after school, because I'd rather not have to deal with this when I need to take care of my schoolwork. If you want to talk to me, tell somebody to come and get me, because it is too damn early in the morning to deal with your bullshit. But soon he walks past all four of them with not even looking back. With soon Akino's fake smile actually does falter, and part of her does feel a little bit annoyed that the fact that Noctis was able to see through her. With soon Tsubaki couldn't help but say, he's quite dangerous if he was able to see Akino's fake smile as always. With then Sona saying, well, we already know on how Akino is when it comes to, well, her sadistic tendencies. I can tell that Noctis-kun has been through a lot if he can see through people's fake smiles. With soon Ria saying, that still doesn't justify what he said on talking to Akino like that. What we need to know on how dangerous he is. As from what Kaneko just said last night about how he was able to defeat a fallen angel without even breaking a sweat, and was the one who was able to save Issei, even though I was planning on saving him too, but coming at being too late. especially seeing that he wasn't even hurt or injured at all. I was able to convince him to come to the occult research club room after school today, with soon Sona saying, you did say you wanted to get him to be part of your peerage. With soon, Akeno is completely, and zoned out, as the words of Noctis saying completely hits her hard, because he was being completely and utterly honest, with even seeing right through her, with part of her feeling somewhat frustrated at Noctis, but also more frustrated at herself, thinking that she isn't able to hide her true self if he's able to see right through her. As the day goes by, soon Noctis was about to go and see how Issei is doing. With soon, he goes to Issei's classroom. Then he hears Issei and talking to his two perverted friends, asking if they know about a Yuma, or rather Rainer, as the two perverts kept on saying that they don't know a Yuma at all, and they don't even believe that Issei even had a girlfriend too. With soon hearing this, Noctis completely saying, "Oh God, don't tell me that Azazel put up a freaking eraser spell to erase people's memories. Or was it Rainer? I mean, it couldn't be her. I just took care of her. Or was it Mid-Elf? I might need to get some answers about this. For the time being, I should probably keep my distance from Issei from now on. And I already figured that, either Sona Senpai or Ria Senpai are going to ask that idiot to tag along. So, whoever asks to come and get me, I'll play nice for now. But if they become hostile, then I'll, become hostile back. Simple as that." As Noctis soon leaves the second year classroom and heads to the cafeteria to get some lunch, as he didn't have time to make his own lunch after all. School finally goes by as Noctis waits in his classroom on the person that's going to take him to meet with Rias and the others. With soon, Konako stands up and soon walks to Noctis saying, "Let's go." With soon, Noctis basically blinks saying, "Wait, you?" With soon saying, "I said let's go. I don't want to keep President waiting." As Konako says this in a deadpan tone, but it also has that of a lace of annoyance and somewhat of venom into them. With soon, Noctis blinks a little bit before sighing and saying, "Of course, if the most popular girls in school are devils, of course another one of the most popular first years is going to be a devil as well." With then soon saying, "All right, lead the way." With that, soon the two began walking as everybody in the classroom and even some in the hallway were completely caught off guard, with a few girls basically getting depressed that is Noctis and Konako basically dating, with some even saying that the two seem like that of Kuoh's next power couple or something. With soon Noctis saying, "How do you deal with this?" With soon Konako doesn't say anything, saying, "So nothing's changed. You're basically going to do the same thing you always do in class, basically not saying a damn thing, and honestly everyone else doing whatever the hell they want. All right, what the hell ever." With soon, as they heading closer and closer to the old abandoned schoolhouse, with soon she stops, with soon saying, "What are you?" With then Noctis saying, "I'm sorry? What are you? Because you're definitely not human, and you're definitely not a devil, and you're definitely not a fallen either. So I gotta ask you, what are you?" Within, Noctis looks at her face, as it's still that of a, plain and dead tone face, but her eyes say it all, as she's not afraid to strike if it calls for. But soon, Noctis not wanting to, well, get to a fight before explaining things, but then soon saying, okay, how about this? I'll tell you. I'm human. Simple as that. Now, if you want more information, let's keep going instead of keeping your little president waiting. Why don't you? Within hearing this, Konako gets annoyed, but realizes that Noctis is right as they continue walking back to the schoolhouse. As soon as they arrive, they walk through the abandoned school, but then Noctis sees a door with that of basically warning signs and police tape across it. As he gets a little bit curious, but doesn't say anything because it's not any of his business. As they soon arrive at two massive doors, soon as they open, they soon arrive into a club room with dimly lights with tons of candles. However, two luxurious couches separating from each other, but in between them, as it being that of a wooden table with a chess set in front and on top of it. And then on the very end of the room, as there being that of a massive wooden desk. And soon Noctis begins hearing something, as it sounds like running water, with then realizing that it's basically a shower in the back. But then Noctis having that of a surprise and deadpan face, internally thinking, you've got to be shitting me. This girl really does live in luxury if she's able to have a freaking shower in her club room. As Noctis begins thinking, he may be royalty and was once a prince, now a king, but he used to live as that of a normal living being, and went to school with common people, basically went to high school, and has basically lived as a normal person his entire life instead of entirely as royalty. Because of that, Noctis sees himself as a normal person than royalty at all. And yet, this girl is the prime definition of a spoiled rich girl. As Noctis was going to sigh in that of annoyance, soon somebody called his name saying, Noctis, you're here? With then seeing his senpai and friend, as it being Issei, saying, oh, so you arrived, Issei? Saying, yeah, turns out Mr. Prince Charming brought me here as well. I was actually hoping it would be somebody else like actually Konako over there. With soon Konako saying, keep looking at me like that and I'll basically gouge your eyes out, pervert. With soon hearing that, Issei feels like he just got a dagger to his heart. With then Noctis saying, that is true, he is a pervert. With soon the blonde-haired knight of Rias Grimmery looks at Noctis as he has his same trademark, smile as always, saying, pleasure to meet you, Noctis-kun. I haven't fun. Is this the first time we've actually officially met? I hear a lot from the Kendo Club girls about you. With soon Noctis saying, I figure you do, after all. Also, could you stop smiling at me? That really is starting to creep me out, given how fake it is. With then, once again, everybody was caught off guard hearing Noctis just generally said that outright, as personally they would expect, Issei to say this, given that Kiba is aware that a lot of people hate on him, especially all the guys, given that the girls always have Kiba's attention after all. However, they were completely caught off guard that Noctis says this to Kiba, of all people, with soon saying, I am sorry, but I don't know what you mean. I basically called out Akino-senpai about fake-ass smiles. I'm pretty sure I can call you out the same way. Because honestly, I'm really tired of people giving me fake smiles my entire life. So either you stop smiling at me like that, or wear a mask or cover your mouth. because seriously, it's really pissing me off. With then soon, everybody was really caught off guard with even Issei saying, "Whoa, dude, Noctis, you okay? You've never been this angry." Saying, "Sorry, it's just a pet peeve. I've dealt with too many people giving me fake ass smiles my entire life, so I'm really tired." With then sitting right next to Issei, as Kiba hears this from Noctis, but then part of him wanting to, well, as he clenches his fist pretty hard that his palms begin turning white, but he's still smiling. With soon the doors open once again as multiple females began to come through the doors, as it being the student council. With then soon Sona saying, "So you truly are here, Noctis-kun." As soon saying, "Like I said I would. So, can we get this started?" With then Akino saying, "Sorry, but Miss President is currently taking a shower. We must wait until she's done." Saying, "And how long has she been in there?" With then Akino basically saying this, still wearing the same fake smile mask as she's always wear, saying, "She's currently been in there for 10 minutes. With soon Noctis couldn't help but sigh before throwing his hands up and then crossing them while internally thinking, "God fucking damn it, I already fucking hated being here already." Back at the abandoned church, currently, over about 150 rogue exorcists are currently being slaughtered right about now by that of high-ranking fallen angels, under the command of both Bearkill and Panamu, as they're not even that of, well, making it a fight, as it seems like nothing but that of a slaughter. With soon, as for that of, well, Donasek and that of Kalinar, with the exception of Mid-Elf, as she's actually standing on the side right next to that of Azazel. With soon Donasek saying, "Damn you, Mid-Elf, how could you betray us? You sold us out. This was an order from..." With soon he was punched by a fallen angel, as it being a woman with that of a quite busty and curvaceous figure fallen angel, wearing that of black armor that accentuates her curves but still protects her in the right places, and also having that of a long purple ponytail with crimson eyes, as this woman is Panamu, one of the high-ranking fallen angels of the Gogori, as she stands over a knocked-out Donasek, saying, "Silence. We already know everything." For a simple mission that was supposed to be reconnaissance and recruitment here at Kuoh from Sacred Gear users, especially a certain Sacred Gear user from Azazel himself, it basically says it all that you bastards weren't listening, didn't get the true mission at all. And most likely your mission was basically, well, was basically false and forged. With then Kalinar saying, "But that can't be! It was from Lord Azazel himself! Raynor said so!" With soon Azazel saying, "Yeah, it was from me. However, it seems like somebody switched out the actual orders for that an elimination and kill mission instead. Not only that, going through the church files, it also seems like you were also given a secondary mission, which was to kidnap an excommunicated nun with a sacred gear, and Raynor planned on taking it for herself. So in a way, you all were basically nothing but her own tools to get higher up in the ranks herself." As the man who says this, wearing that of a green cloak, as he has that of a pure gruff and muscular figure, and has quite the facial hair on his face, as he seems like that of not even bothered by the situation, as he's already killed basically a few dozen straight exorcists without even breaking a sweat. With then soon Mid-Elf saying, "Sorry, but I had orders from Lord Azazel himself. One of the people that, well, Raynor told me to kill was actually taken in by Lord Azazel. So I couldn't tell you guys the truth, because if I did, you guys would have thought I was a traitor and was using his name just to stop this. With then soon Kalendar saying, damn it, so we were freaking played. Who played us, damn it? With then Azazel still right beside Mid-Elf, as he's saying, most likely it was Kakeville. But to be honest, I doubt I can get any evidence about it. And if I did, most likely many fallen angels would basically side with him, or rather, they would think I was just trying to get rid of his position within the top 4 cadre here in the Gogori. To be honest, playing politics is so damn annoying. With soon Panamu basically walking over to Azazel, saying, we cleaned the house, so should we destroy the freaking church as well? Saying, hell no. I mean, sure, destroying the church would be a good way to show that we don't mind cleaning up after our own mess. However, this is still devil territory, and some of them might see it as that, and knowing those girls, they may see it as that of a declaration of war. With soon, Barrakill couldn't help but continue looking at Kuoh Academy in the distance. With soon, Azazel saying, you know, Barrakill, we still got time. If you would like, I could probably send a message to Noctis and tell him about your daughter. With then, Barrakill looks at his old friend before saying, no, you can say, I'd rather if we just take care of this mission and heads back. Knowing her, she probably doesn't even want to hear it. If I do ask you to send a message to your new adopted son. With soon Panamu saying, wait, what do you mean by new adopted son? Is there something I'm not doing? I thought Volley was your only son, was your only adopted kid. With then Azazel saying, I got a second one actually, just about a month ago, to be fair. He's here in Kuoh right now. With then Panamu saying, oh, you've got to be shitting me. Don't tell me you. Don't worry, he's not a spy. I just wanted him to have a normal and good life. Guy's been through enough. That's all. But I did give him a sacred gear though, when he doesn't know about it yet. Where soon she's saying, God damn you, Azazel. Sometimes I wonder why the hell do I still follow you? With Azazel couldn't help but have that of a cheeky smirk before placing his thumb and his index finger on his chin, saying, because I'm a handsome and best boss in the world? Saying, no, that's far from the goddamn truth, and we both know it. With Sue saying, look, if this was taken care of, then I can head back. I'll be taking these two with me. As she soon heads to Kalinar and still a knocked out Donaseek. With then soon she releases all of her 8 wings and soon fly off into the sun-setting sky. With Finn saying, that woman is still aggressive as always. With soon Airkill saying, so what now, Azazel? What now? I'm going to text Noctis and about the situation that's been taken care of. Hopefully this will clear the situation, and honestly, this does another thing. I can basically give them a present, after all, as a sign of, well, nothing personal. After all, that girl Asia Argento is going to be showing up in town next week. Noctis could basically give her to one of the Devil Sisters, and they can add her to her peerage. To be fair, with soon Barrakill saying, you giving up a sacred gear user that easily shows on how much you don't want this situation to get bad. With then Azazel saying, this is mostly for Noctis' sake. That kid, like I said, he's been through enough. After taking in a man from another world and having him as your adopted son, you truly have grown, Don Azazel. With Azazel saying, you could say that. Now, if you can only take care of your other kids, that would be grateful as well. With soon, Azazel saying, hey, baby steps, Barrakill. As he says this, he soon teleports away, with then soon saying, oh, right, Mid-Elf, I got another request for you, and I want you to keep this request as a permanent mission from now on. With soon Mid-Elf saying, yes, Lord Azazel. With then back in the Occult Research Club room, with then as Rias has finally gotten out of a shower, with soon she begins explaining things to Issei about the supernatural, even more than she did when she was hoping to reincarnate him, as about telling him more about the supernatural world and about fallen angels, devils, and everything else. With Noctis also putting in his own 2 cents about sacred gears and why the fallen angels were after him, and also about to be aware about joining the supernatural after all. With soon hearing this, Issei was somewhat on the fence about everything, as with then soon to seal the deal, Rhea soon saying, but you do know, if you do join my peerage and rise up into the ranks, you'll get your own peerage, which also means you'll have your own harem, just letting you know, Issei. With then hearing this, Issei was sold automatically, as he soon says, I'll do it, I'll want to become the next harem king after all. I'll join a peerage, rise up in the ranks, and become what I've always destined to be. With soon Issei having that determined look on his face, with Noctis having that of somewhat, well, admire and also disgust on his face. As for everyone else, they all have a sweat drop, with many of the girls having that of disgust. With, however, Rias and Akino continue just smiling, with the same thing goes for Kiba. As for Konako, she continues basically looking at Issei with hatred and disgust as well. With then soon Noctis saying, well, that takes care of that. With soon Sona saying, but that leaves you, Noctis-kun. I need to ask, who are you really? And it already seems like you're already aware of the supernatural. So, you care to explain your situation? With soon Noctis saying, crap, damn it, Azazel, why haven't you? With soon he finally gets a vibration from his phone, but then realizing, oh, thank God. Little did he know, Sona and Tsubaki actually saw the relief on his face for a mere instant. As soon Noctis clears his throat and saying, well, as you know, like I said, my name is Noctis Kalum Azazel. Azazel is the name of the family that adopted me after I lost my original family, the Kalum family. Azazel, I'm pretty sure the name Azazel brings up quite a bit of a weight in the supernatural after all, being that it is the name of the Governor General and current leader of the Gogori. With then hearing this, everybody gets on edge. As for Akino, hearing just the name of the Gogori just basically sets her off and wanting to be and getting pissed. With soon, Ria saying, are you saying that you were, yes, I was adopted by the Gogori, by Governor General Azazel, and because of that, he enrolled me here at Kuoh Academy. With soon Tsubasa, the rook of Sona's peers, saying, so what, did you come here to spy on us or something? With soon as hearing this, the tension in the room actually gets higher, especially from Akino, as Noctis can begin feeling the bloodlust from her. With soon saying, what? No, far from that. Azazel let me came to the school because he wanted me to have a normal life. He wanted me to keep me away from the supernatural. Hearing this, the tension actually, dies down for a bit. However, not from that of Sona, Rias, Tsubaki, and Akeno, with then soon Sona saying, but he is aware that Kuoh is devil territory. Why would he send his adopted son here? With soon Noctis basically raising up his hand before putting up 3 fingers. 3 reasons. The first reason, Azazel wanted me to keep out of the supernatural. Basically, Kuoh may be run by you, but not a lot of people would think that the son of Governor General Azazel, adopted or not, would be hiding here. Second reason, like I said before, he wanted me to have a normal and regular school life outside of the Gogori. Just because I am adopted by him doesn't mean I'm actually a member of the Gogori. At least not officially, but on paper, I might be. It was pretty damn vague, to be honest. With the nearing this, somewhat, everything is, the 2 kings began to, settle down. However, Akeno still has her bloodlust. As for the third reason, I can't believe I'm fucking saying this. He mostly sent me to Kuoh because it had a lot of hot girls. And he wanted me to hook up with at least a few. With it hearing that, Akeno completely deflated. And part of her sadistic tendencies actually was about to come out, but only for a split second before putting back on her fake mask. With everyone else having that of a sweat drop and some groaning that of annoyance. With soon Tomoe from that of Sona's peerage, her knight, can say, so did you... I was completely and utterly honest. I'm not a damn pervert for crying out loud. With then soon hearing that again, all the girls of Sona's peerage began to sigh in that of relief. Within, Sona takes her glasses off, massages her temple, saying, so that's the reason. Saying, exactly. With then soon Ria saying, I see. But even so, it also doesn't explain why fallen angels were. Now we're finally getting to the real issues. I got a message from Azazel a little while ago and wanted me to tell you guys this. As he soon clears his throat and soon begins reading off the message. As soon saying, hey Noctis, we took care of all of the fallen angels and rogue and stray exorcists at the church. Originally, neither the stray exorcists were supposed to be there. I'm also telling you this, that none of my subordinates was attempt to kill Issei Hayato. They were originally supposed to just scout him out and basically hope to recruit him for the Gogori due to his sacred gear being that of a dragon sacred gear. Hopefully, that the kid is actually the new Red Dragon Emperor. But again, I'm just hoping for that a lot. But even so, to make sure that we've already gotten my rogue subordinates. All 3 of them have been sent back to the Gogori and they will be punished. Hopefully that doesn't strain the relationships on the ceasefire. I'm also still hoping that peace is still salvageable in a situation like this. So, in case the Satan sisters are still on the fence, how about a peace offering? With then hearing this, both Sona and Ria's ears perked up before getting that of a face of curiosity, saying, there's a girl by the name of Asia Argento that's going to be arriving in Kuoh by next week. She's an excommunicated nun whose contact is a spy for the Gogori in the church. He sent her to the Gogori hoping to give her a second chance at life. Little that we know, turns out she was going to be one of my subordinates had the idea of taking her sacred gear from her and was planning on killing her with that of a prototype sacred gear extractor, which would have killed her. Good thing you stopped her and I was able to prevent this from happening. But like I said, she's a sign of goodwill and an offering for those two. If they want a girl with a sacred gear by the name of Twilight Healing that's good for healing, then one of them can have her. Other than that, that's all. Sincerely yours, your sexy, big pimp daddy father, Azazel. And that's the end of the message. With soon, everything else went good. However, until that, Azazel pudding. With soon, Sona saying, so I see. So Azazel is offering a sacred gear user as a sense of a offering for not trying to cause any trouble in our territory. With then Rhea saying, I see. Well then, that explains a lot, actually. Soon, she stands up saying, Noctis, I would like to apologize for suspecting you to be a spy and working with the Gugori. For that, I truly am sorry. As Rhea soon bows her head. But then Sona saying, I feel the same way. Throughout the entirety of the month of this, week, I've been trying to keep getting intel on you. And for that, and I also wanted to apologize as well. With soon Sona bowing. Within, many of the members of the student council alongside Tsubaki also began to bow as well. With then soon Noctis saying, it's cool. But like I said, I just want to stay. I just want to stay here, continue going to school, and have a normal life. If there are any problems that you guys have, I don't mind doing them, but maybe for a price. I don't like to do things for free too much. I'm still willing to help, but I also like to get paid too. With soon hearing this, Rias couldn't help but laugh. As for Sona, she couldn't help but sigh, but have that of a smile on her face. With soon Rias saying, I see, but if you would like, you could. With soon Noctis saying, I'm going to shut you down right there, senpai. I'm not joining your peerage. And the same thing also goes for you two as well, Sona senpai as well. I'd rather stay human and stay normal. And like I said, I'm still willing to help, just not join your peerages. And I'm still willing, and I also still like to get paid too. So yeah. With then hearing this, both girls, felt saddened that they were rejected from that of Noctis not joining either one of their peerages. But even so, Rhea still has Issei, and if not only that, if she can, she's hoping to get Asia Argento in her peerage as well. With soon Sona depressed about this, as she really wanted Noctis to be part of her peerage, and given that, however, the only options left is that of Genshiro Saji, who also has a sacred gear here at Kuoh as well. But she's also hoping that, Asia would join her peerage too, if possible. With then soon Sona saying, I see. But it is your decision, Noctis-kun. But I will let you know, the offer still stands probably until next week. With soon Rhea saying, my offer is still open anytime you like. I still have many spots in my peerage open for you. With then Noctis saying, again, thanks for the offers, but I'm good. Now that taken care of, as for me, I'm going to head back home. Because to be honest, today was a little stressful and annoying for me. With then hearing this, Noctis heads to one of the windows of the Occult Research Club room and opens it up. With then Issei saying, huh? Hey, Noctis, where are you going? Like I said, I'm going home. With soon, he jumps from the window. Within everybody was shocked and surprised. Within Issei saying, Noctis! Within him bringing out one of his broadswords and then teleporting to the ground. as he grabs on to his sword while he still landed perfectly, but then pulling the sword out of the ground, and then it soon decrystallized as he soon put his hands in his pocket, heading back home. But soon Issei saying, "Whoa, for my Kohai, he seriously is cool." With then soon Sona saying, he really is something else, I have to say." With then Ria saying, "I really need him to be part of my peerage, but I can't force him as much as I want to." As for Akino, she is still completely and utterly, weary of Noctis, especially knowing that he can see right through her, especially through her fake smiles, as always, as none of her peerage mates except Rias and Sona and Tsubaki know about her true past. And seeing that Noctis is able to see her fake smile means that he can see to her past. Hopefully that he doesn't know anything about her father, Barricule. As Noctis continues walking to his apartment and soon exits the elevator and arrives into his living room. As all he wants to do is basically go into his tent and then just go to sleep. But soon he hears a voice saying, "Welcome home, Master Noctis." With soon hearing that, he soon turns around, and little does he sees Mid-Elf, but not in her gothic Lolita dress, but in an actual maid outfit, with her smiling and everything. With soon, Noctis basically looks around, hoping that he can see Azazel, thinking that this is just some kind of attempt of him trying to get laid again. But soon he brings out his phone, he calls Azazel and saying, "Why the hell is Mid-Elf in a maid outfit, asshole?" But then Mid-Elf actually still smiling, but having that of a tick mark on her face, as she internally thinking, "God, I really hope Lord Governor General Azazel, or rather, that piece of shit of a father of mine, knows what the hell he's doing." Because to be honest, soon she begins blushing really hard, while still pretty angry, saying, "This is the most embarrassing thing I've ever having to do for someone that I barely even know about." With soon Noctis continues talking with Azazel, as soon he hangs up, and soon saying, "So, you're going to be looking after me from now on?" With soon Mid-Elf saying, "It seems like it. Yeah, I am." With then the two actually looking quite nervous as Noctis runs his eyes around the dimly lit penthouse apartment, and Mid-Elf actually looking down to her feet into the floor tile, with soon saying, "You know what? You're not a caretaker." Saying, "From now on, you're my roommate." Saying, "What? I don't need a caretaker anymore. I can look after myself. But having somebody just living here with me is good, even if it is a woman. So yeah. Any rate, I'm getting a shower and then I'm going to bed. You can do whatever the hell you feel like, Mid-Elf." Saying, "Just like that, you're not going to take anything advantage of this." Saying, "Why the hell would I? Honest, I'm not. I keep telling people, I'm not a pervert." With soon saying this, he soon heads to his bedroom, getting his sleepwear before heading to the bathroom. But soon Mid-Elf began thinking, well then, maybe this won't be too bad after all. As part of her is actually somewhat happy about being around Noctis, and maybe things could change for her for the better. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. So, what did you guys think? This was just basically more of a information chapter in a closing of the fallen angel arc after all. So yeah. Also, I hope you guys are curious about the sacred gear that Noctis has that not even he is aware of. Mostly because I'll probably make more hints to what it can do in the future, but until then, you guys got to keep waiting. Also, letting you guys know now, after this chapter, I'll put this series on hold for a little bit. And coming back is Fate Unlimited DxD, the series that I know you guys have been all waiting for. So be happy for that. All right, guys. Okay, everyone. So yeah. Any rate, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys like this video and if you want more, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Keep up to date with my videos. Hit that like button as well. And also, check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. All linked in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Yamuki, signing out. Later, guys, and I hope you all take care.